All right, y'all. Happy Friday, everybody. 10 minutes after the hour, y'all. A lot of stuff going on. Right now, all the eyes are on our nation's capital. I've been worried to death, and President Trump is moving fast, taking over law enforcement, cracking down on immigration, raising tariffs, and more. To help break it all down, we got journalist, author, friend, and host Roland Martin in the building. Thank you, Roland, for joining us.
Hey, Rickey.
Hey, first of all, thank you for our conversations, man, and stuff that we talk about during the week. Happy that you came on this morning. Let's just start with, jump right into it. Start out with voting. You know, Trump has called for the ending of mail-in voting and replacing voting machines with paper ballots. I mean, how realistic are these moves, and what, would it take to implement them?
So, first of all, he can't do that. He can't do that by executive order. The elections really are state elections in this country. You have state laws, but let's be clear. Republicans, they are in a cult. They do whatever Donald Trump wants to do. So that's grossly unrealistic. But you have Republicans whining and complaining, the rigged elections, fraud, all this sort of stuff along those lines. And we know it's all a bunch of BS, but they bought into the lie. Now understand something. Republicans do not want people to vote. And what I mean by that is, you have conservative interests. They've actually said that. They've Paul Weyrich, the video from a number of years ago, where he says that. And Republicans will tell you, when fewer people have access to the ballot, they believe that benefits them. If they literally, you've had people say, the former Georgia Speaker of the House, who died a couple of years ago, leaders in Pennsylvania, they'll say, if more people get to vote, we lose. That's why they hated what happened during COVID, because you had various judges who were expanding access to the ballot drop boxes, absentee balloting, all this sort of stuff like that. So they hate this. So that's what you have going on. But again, voting is up to the states. States have to change their laws, and the likelihood of them getting rid of electronic voting is just nonsensical, because you're not going to go back to counting votes by paper. You're not going to. It's too many people.
Yeah. So Roland, let me ask you this. Do you think we headed into a dictatorship? And if so, what do you think is going to take to stop it?
Yes.
And are there things in place? Okay, go ahead.
Well, yeah. I mean, because again, here's the problem. When you look at the system that's set up, there was this belief that you have guardrails, that people will do the right thing. In many ways, it's an honor system. What you have now, though, is Republicans control the House, they control the Senate, they control the White House, and what you've never had where a party will literally do whatever an individual wants. Donald Trump has no morals, no values, no principles, no ethics, no integrity, no honor, no decency. There is no bottom. And so when he wants to do something, Republicans go, okay, all right, go right ahead, Donald. Do whatever you want. And so prior to 2025, they said they were going to do these things. They literally told us they were going to do these things. The way you stop these things, you have to vote. And the fundamental problem is, and this is not just black people, but you got to have 90 million people did not vote in the last election. 90 million people.
Wow.
And then people say, oh, man, you keep talking about voting. I'm like, no, understand, that's how you stop them. They have been able to amass power because we checked out what happened in 2016. Yep. This racist white man stood up and said, black people, thank you for not voting. He literally thanked us for not voting. And so that's how you stop them. Yesterday in Tarrant County, the Republicans voted. First of all, they're getting rid of a black county commissioner, Lisa Simmons, get rid of her district because they have a 3-2 majority. They want a 4-1 majority. Then they just cut polling locations for November as well. They're taking polling locations off of college campuses. These things are happening. Listen, in the last couple of years, the Supreme Court ruled that Alabama had to create an opportunity district. That's how Shamari Figures has been elected, an African-American, because they say black voters are being disenfranchised. Louisiana, right now, Cleo Fields returns to Congress in the congressional seat. So Republicans were fighting this tooth and nail. So you know what they've now done? They've now actually now they filed now the Supreme Court is going to be hearing oral arguments that says, hey, that these so-called race-based districts, meaning people are allowed to be elected, their representative, that those should be ruled unconstitutional. If the Supreme Court asks for additional documents, now mind you, this is the same Supreme Court that ruled that district must be created. If the Supreme Court rules that these districts, these race-based districts, are unconstitutional, that could wipe out, listen to me very clearly, half of the Congressional Black Caucus. So that means that Republicans will be able to go back and redraw districts. And you've got, 67 people, 60-plus CDC members, half could get wiped out. So I keep telling people what Donald Trump and the right and what MAGA are trying to do. They want to defund Black America. They want to completely destroy the economic, the political, the civil rights, and the social infrastructure, the gains that we have fought for over the last 60-plus years. It is happening before our very eyes. And I talk about this every single night on Roland Martin Unfiltered so people can understand what's going on. This is not a drill. 325,000 Black women have lost their jobs since January. They got rid of affirmative action in colleges. They're targeting programs. Every Black nonprofit in America has been impacted by the attacks against DEI. They're telling Black Women's Expo in Chicago, sponsors were saying, can y'all take Black out of the name because we're going to get targeted sponsoring. You've got diversity conferences. They're going after everything, and too many Black people are sleeping. And listen, I love to dance. I love to step as an alpha, but damn it, we are so focused on boots on the ground line dancing.
I swear to God,
but these people are destroying. They are going after everything, Black people, everything.
I thought it was just me. We sure tried to tell. So, Roland Martin, can you stay over when we come back out of the because instead of doing the front page, I want you to continue, man, because you just can't rush this conversation, y'all. Thank you, Roland. I appreciate you more. Rickey Smiley Morning Show with Roland Martin up next.